Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander Belay, and this is another Chelsea Transfer News Daily video for you guys, of course. And we have a lot of stories to talk about. Now, first of all, apologies, I haven't been uploading in 3 to 4 days. I've just been really busy. Haven't had the time to make the thumbnail, edit, and also record and do the research. But big stories. I've waited a few days for the stories to come up as well. Of course, we had our game, and there hasn't been that many reports and rumours. Now, in today's video, we're going to get into Lewis Dunk. Chelsea reportedly interested in signing Lewis Dunk. Going to be getting into Nathan Ake as well. Now, of course, Lewis Dunk, going to be speaking about Lewis Dunk. Should Chelsea purchase such an experienced and a quality defender such as Lewis Dunk? I'm going to be giving my positives and negatives regarding him. We're also speaking about Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake as well, who's, of course, we have that £40 million buyback clause. Should Chelsea activate it? What are the reports saying? Going to be getting to those. And, of course, Danny Olmo. Chelsea now favourites to sign Danny Olmo and Conor Gallagher returning from London. I'm going to be getting to all the stories, all the publications regarding those players. And obviously, if you do enjoy it, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are not on here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not on here. Make sure you hit the notification for every time I do uploads, and comment down with the footprints on each player that I do speak about. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with Conor Gallagher, and it's official. It's been confirmed. He has been pictured in training. Conor Gallagher, who was on loan at Charlton Athletic, has officially returned from loan back to Chelsea, who is, of course, the parent club, and he will be now training with the first team. Now, of course, you know, you can look at it both ways. There's positives and negatives with this. Now, the main reason why he has been recalled is because of his outstanding performances for the first half of the season. He's been Charlton Athletic's best player of the season so far. He's been scoring a lot of goals, and essentially he's ripped it in the Championship. It's been phenomenal. He's been great, you know, he has good potential, he's quick, he's fast. A lot of you guys may have watched him as well from the youth academy and, you know, how he's done so far this season. I've spoken to some Charlton fans, they rate him very highly as well. Good passing range, good passing ability, breaks the lines nicely as well. Definitely one for the future, and because of his great performances, he has been recalled by Chelsea. And it looks like, for now, he will be training with the first team, and it looks like he will be loaned to a Premier League club. Now, the Premier League clubs that are so far rumoured and interested, of course, Norwich and Newcastle, the two front runners for his signature at the moment for the rest of the season, which will be good, beneficial, new experience. Of course, Championship is a very good experience, especially for young players, but in the Premier League, a high quality of opposition, high quality of level. However, other Championship clubs, such as Leeds United, who are looking to get promoted, are also been interested in Conor Gallagher's services, and they may get him on loan from Chelsea, of course. So let's see how the reports, you know, go on that one. Let's see what happens in the end. But for me, of course, Conor Gallagher isn't good enough to slot into the first team straight away, especially with the midfield department, and we have a world-class midfield. I think that we still need to make some world-class additions. You know, I'm talking your Alwals, your Bruno Gomares, etc. However, like I said, he is one for the future. He will be a fantastic midfielder in the future. I think that with our sack midfield, he does need a Premier League loan. You know, even a Bundesliga loan would be good, but he needs some top-flight football under his belt before he can start playing for Chelsea. I think the Championship isn't enough. Yes, it's a good experience, but he needs more quality. He needs to play against better opposition before we can even consider him putting into the first team. But of course, that is just my thoughts and opinions. Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Do you think that recalling Conor Gallagher was a good thing? And also, should he have stayed for the rest of the season at Charlton? I know some people I've seen on social media state that he'd have been better off for his development, for his progression, if he stayed at Charlton Athletic for the remainder of the season, for his development, for how he plays. But like I said, there's positives and negatives regarding Conor Gallagher. Of course, he has been recalled, and it looks like he will be loaned back out to a better opposition club for his development. So let's see how that one pans out. Now, getting into the next player, that is, of course, Nathan Ake. Now, of course, I mentioned Nathan Ake in numerous and countless videos. Now, why am I talking about Nathan Ake again? I've given you my thoughts on Nathan Ake. I've said that he's a top player. He's done very well at Bournemouth. I know Bournemouth are in a relegation zone. He's very versatile. Can play left back, centre back, left footed, which is crucial. Quick, agile, really good ball playing centre back. He has some good qualities and attributes about him, but I did say that he is not that elite centre back that will take Chelsea to the next level. We already have decent, good centre-backs, but we need an elite centre-back, someone like a Van Dijk, someone like a Koulibaly, who will elevate our squad immediately, who will go into the first team and transform our defence. And even though Ake is a good player, he's a good player, and we need to be getting elite world-class players to essentially take Chelsea to that next level. Now, what the Telegraph and the Standard Sport are suggesting is that Frank Lampard has called his interest in Nathan Ake, and basically the main reason for this is because he is not convinced and is worried by Nathan Ake that in a high line that Frank Lampard likes to have his centre-backs in, the Nathan Ake doesn't suit the system, doesn't suit those attributes, and he would get caught in a high line. Now, of course, we know Bournemouth, they play in a low to mid compact shape, low mid block tactics, very, very deep, very, very good. However, like I keep mentioning, if he plays in a high line for Chelsea, which is what Frank Lampard's system is all about, in my opinion, he will be struggling, and he will be struggling. He might get caught out a lot of time, and that's what the Standard reports, and that Frank Lampard is cautious and worried about that. Hence why he may be looking elsewhere for different types of centre-backs. Hence why you're hearing Issa Diop, Lewis Dunk's names being thrown around, which leads me nicely onto my next point, of course, that is regarding Lewis Dunk. Now, Goal, which is of course an English publication, they're reporting that Chelsea are heavily interested in Lewis Dunk, the Brighton centre-back, for a rumoured fee of £50 million. Again, the Telegraph and the Times have also been reporting similar things. Now, they're stating that Chelsea are looking at centre-backs, a top quality experienced centre-back such as Lewis Dunk, who is Premier League proven, good ball playing centre back, has good qualities, good abilities, and that will help Chelsea's defence for the remainder of the season to push for Champions League football. Now, with Lewis Dunk, I have my reservations. He's a top centre back, but remember, he's at the age of 28. Very, very experienced, yes, Premier League proven, ticks those boxes. However, he is now in his prime, he's entering that age where he will start to decline. And of course, being at the age of 28, and if you are a top centre back, you shouldn't still be at Brighton. You'd make your move elsewhere. I just think that Chelsea is too big of a step, too big of a jump for him right now. I think that maybe Everton or Tottenham would be his level. Don't get me wrong, Lewis Dunk is a very, very good centre-back. By far, one of Brighton's best players, best defensive player. You know, very, very good ball-playing abilities. Quick, agile, wins aerial duels nicely. He would definitely help our defence. However, like I said, he's just a good centre-back. Not an elite centre-back that, in my opinion, Chelsea need at this moment in time. We need to be signing elite centre-backs. Lewis Dunk is a good centre-back, Premier League proven, but again, his age worries me. We will only get 2 to 3 max top years out of him, and he will then start to go on the decline. We need to be getting a young, vibrant, high potential, or at least a top centre-back. Soyuncu, I've mentioned quite a lot of times, 22 years of age, has world-class potential, is an elite centre-back. We should be targeting these type of names. Lewis Dunk is a good player, and especially for the price of £50 million, an astronomical fee, I don't think it's quite clearly worth it at this moment in time. A lot of money that Brighton want. I think that it's money that we can spend elsewhere more efficiently, more productively, etc, etc. But getting into the final play, we'll talk about Lewis Dunk, Conor Gallagher, and of course we've mentioned Lewis Dunk, Conor Gallagher, and of course Nathan Ake. Now, getting into the final play is of course Dani Olmo. Now, I've mentioned Dani Olmo. A lot of you guys know who Dani Olmo is. Dani Olmo, who I mentioned in my previous few videos ago, where Chelsea were interested and linked to Dani Olmo. Now, if you guys don't know who Dani Olmo is, Spanish international, plays at Dynamo Zagreb, attacking creative midfielder, plays similarly to how Mount plays stylistically, number 8, number 10 position. However, his final pass, his operation in the final third is a lot more effective and better compared to Mason Mount. Tall, physique is good, would help in the set pieces, quick, very, very good at finding those killer balls as final passes, excellent at breaking those lines, good at controlling the midfield, quick, agile, nice passing range on him, and has scored a few goals for Dynamo Zagreb as well. Now, I mentioned in that video that with Dani Olmo, Barcelona were favourites for his signature, and the reason why I say that is because, of course, he's Spanish international. He was in the Barcelona academy when he grew up as well, and Barcelona had some sort of first refusal on Dani Olmo, hence why Barcelona were the favourites at the time. However, with the recent managerial signing of Quique Setién, from Real Betis, of course, a manager that I rate highly, good attacking manager, of course, another side in my opinion would have loved him at Chelsea. A manager that I rate extremely high, like I said. Of course, Ernesto Valverde was sacked yesterday, and of course, Quique Setién has replaced him, and he basically doesn't want Dani Olmo at the moment in time. He wants to bring back Felipe Coutinho from Bayern Munich, hence why scuppering a potential deal for Dani Olmo, and it now makes Chelsea the current front runners for Dani Olmo if the interest was ever legit. I never asked my source about Dani Olmo, so I don't know if the news or interest was ever legit. However, according to reports, if we were actually interested in him, then we could potentially sign him in a deal. So let's see what happens. Let's watch out for the reports. Let's see what happens in the coming days and developments, etc. Keep an eye out for that. But I'm going to wrap up the Chelsea transfer news daily video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash like button, subscribe to my channel if you are not on here. Make sure you hit the notification button for every time I upload, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.